Guys, good evening. As it's Monday, so I'm back with my Forex weekly analysis. So starting with dollar index chart, if you notice this chart, the way the candle has closed, if you see it has closed like a half body, half wick candlestick. But though the candlestick is looking like an indecisive candle, it is not a very strong reversal or confirmation candle, but where it is forming, and if you see the overall setup, it is around the nearby very strong support. So basically dollar is nearing a very strong support, and that's why if you notice, since the time it has been rejecting, we have been looking to be on the buying side, or last week we kept it in a way that uh, keep checking the daily closing and buy at the support and sell at the resistance, and exactly that what has worked for us. So if you notice, this week I'm expecting dollar index can test this level. And once it tests this, see, every time it has tested this level, it has just clearly rejected the market. So that is what my expectation is. That would be my analysis. And also if I draw my Fibonacci from low to high, okay, and if you see in 50% Fibo level is also acting as a confluence here, which is more like a support. So overall, I'm till the time market is playing above the support, I would be on the buying side of dollar. Though the candlestick confirmation is not that strong, but as it's nearing the support, selling does not make sense for me at all. So I would look for a buying confirmation in a smaller time frame, and if I get a bullish candlestick confirmation on a 4 hourly time frame, I would definitely be switching on the buyer side. So just wait for proper pullbacks, like just now that currently market is coming down a little. But as and when that is done and you see a bullish candlestick confirmation, maybe Tuesday evening or something, whichever time, then you should be switching to buy after the bullish candlestick confirmation in a lower time frame. Like if I go to 4 hourly time frame and I'll remove everything. So if I see this area, currently I would best thing to draw is Fibonacci from low to high again. So around, you can expect market to come down till 78.6, somewhere around till here. And again, if you see, if you draw the Fibonacci, trend line also, it is coinciding. It is acting, this level has been acting as a good support. So around this area, if I get a bullish candlestick confirmation, something like this, see previously, or something like a bullish candle confirmation here, also a spinning top candle closing above. So whenever I get a bullish candlestick confirmation somewhere around this area, I would be looking to be on the buying side. Also, another thing what I've noticed is a good channel formation here. See, so everything is coinciding around 78.6 level. So if you want for intraday, you can sell currently and then you can target till here. But as in when I see a rejection somewhere around, candlestick confirmation is very important. Just the market reaching here, touching here does not mean you need to take a buy. As in when market reaches here, you need to have a bullish candlestick confirmation and then you can be on the buying side. So that's my analysis for dollar. So I'm bullish till the time market is playing around this above the support area. If by the weekend and things just market just keeps on falling down, and I'll move to the weekly time frame again. And if I get a bearish body dominating candle closing below this moving average or the trend line or the Fibonacci level, what all I had here, if the market closes below this with a bearish body dominating candle, then definitely next week I would switch to sell. But till the time market is playing above the support, it's very sensible to be on the buying side with a bullish candlestick confirmation on a smaller time frame. So that would be my analysis for dollar for this week. I would look for buy setup because market, it is a good support. It's reaching a good support, but just don't forget that you need a candlestick, a powerful candlestick confirmation, bullish candlestick confirmation, and then only we buy. So that would be for dollar. Now let's check oil. So oil, as you can see, I already have a trend line set up here. See this one. That's what I'm keeping it from the almost few weeks now. If you have been following my weekly analysis, you would have noticed I have been using this same trend line from a long period of time. Reason being, see, market has been sideways. If you see daily, you will see even more of a consolidation. So market needs to break out on either of these sides. Okay, definitely it's a strong resistance and also it's a strong support, and market is just playing in between that range. So for oil, my suggestion would be that just wait for the breakout, or if you want to trade also, I would definitely prefer sell more than buy, because market is at a very strong, I mean, this looks like a proper breakout pullback, and market ideally is playing at the resistance and below the resistance. So the ideal bet would be to be on the sell side rather be on the buy side. You can definitely be bullish if the market closes like a bullish body dominant candle, then I would be on the buying side and I would target till here. So that would be my analysis for the week. But till the time market is playing below this level, also if I draw my Fibonacci here from high to low, okay, see it's exactly coinciding at 61.8, and I cannot ignore this level, 61.8% Fibonacci level. So if the candle closes like a body dominating candle above this level, then definitely next week I'll switch to buy and I'll target till here. But till the time market is playing below this level, 61.8, this acts like a resistance, I would definitely be on the sell side. But again, if you go to smaller time frame, you need to have a candlestick confirmation, because we don't have a candlestick confirmation on a weekly time frame. And same was with dollar, same scenario. Now let's check the gold chart as well. So gold is continuously, slowly going up. Like last week, if you notice, it is again a spinning top. Again, it's not a bullish body dominating candle, so it's not showing very much high momentum of buyers. But yes, if you see the overall trend, market has been bullish. But if you remember, I've been saying that just be careful around this level because it is at a strong resistance. If you're buying, better is to buy at pullbacks around, I mean, when the market does pullbacks, then it's better. If you see previously also, market did a breakout, it did a pullback. So it's always better to buy at pullbacks. So that would be my suggestion. Definitely trend wise, it's bullish, but don't enter at the current price. Current price is a bad price, is a very high price to buy it. Okay, so if you want to buy also, just buy at pullbacks, then it would be a better option. Okay, so that's my analysis for gold. Now moving to major pairs, starting with Euro USD. So same with dollar. Dollar is at a strong support. Euro USD is at a strong resistance. Definitely buying at this price, though momentum is a little towards on the upside currently, but buying towards the below the resistance does not make sense at all. So if I have to trade till the market is playing below the this resistance, I would definitely be looking for a sell. So weekly, I would, this moving average is coinciding. I have a trend line. You can also draw a Fibonacci from high to low, exactly coinciding around 38.2. So definitely till the time, if weekly candle closes above this Friday, after this Friday closing, if we have a bullish body dominating candle closing above this level, then I would switch to buy. But this week I would stick to my sell side. And if I go to 4 hourly time frame and if I have to look for a level to sell, it is very clear. I would look to sell somewhere around this area, but I need a bearish candlestick confirmation, like something like this, which happened last time. So same, similar to that, I need a bearish candlestick confirmation, then I would be on the sell side. Again, going to the weekly time frame, GPUSD, if you notice, GBP has been strong. Okay, though dollar we have half body, half wick, which means dollar tried to pick up by the end of the week. Euro USD also has half body, half wick, but GP USD is looking strong. Basically, GP looks to continue the bullish momentum, but up to this level. So what I can see clearly is this will be my level of support and resistance. So GP looks strong to me in comparison to Euro. So if I talk about Euro GP, it should be a good sell because I'm bearish for Euro and I'm bullish for GP. So see, you can clearly notice that. Don't see the correct current candle which is forming, see the previous one. Okay, which is clearly showing that market should continue the momentum on the downside. So reason being, before seeing the chart itself, you know that what the cross pair or the currency would be doing, because you know that the individual currency euro is looking weaker and GP is looking stronger. So euro GP as a pair should be a good sell, one strong, one weak. That's where the correlation comes into picture, right? So now let's check New Zealand USD. So New Zealand USD weekly chart, if you notice, we have a small candle, but a small bullish candlestick, and it has a potential to go up till here. Okay, so if you notice, New Zealand again can go up till here, and till the time dollar is coming down and testing maybe this level, if not exactly this, so then you can expect everything else to go up. So New Zealand USD overall looks bullish until the time dollar is also doing the pullback. You can expect New Zealand USD to go up, right? AUD USD, though there's a slight rejection. It's not exactly same like New Zealand USD. New Zealand in itself is looking strong, but AUD looks like it's trying to reject. It's weaker basically. So in terms of correlation, again, it's very clear that AUD looks weaker than New Zealand. So AUD New Zealand as a pair should be a sell. Okay, so if I open this, you can see the way the previous bearish candle, it has closed like a bearish candle. Don't see the current candle, it is forming. You should never make a judgment on the current candle. But the previous candle which is closed, it has clearly showed that AUD is more weaker than New Zealand. So New Zealand looks strong, AUD looks weak. So till now, we have checked Euro USD, GP USD, AUD USD, and New Zealand USD. Out of four, we have a little bit of idea that Euro and AUD are more on the sell side, and GBP and New Zealand looks more on the buy side, right? So if let's say dollar becomes strong, so best pair to trade would be the currencies which are weak against dollar, right? Which means AUD USD should be a better sell than New Zealand USD or GP USD. Euro USD should be a better sell, right? Because you are connecting one strong, one weak pair. So let's see how much weak is euro. I mean, in the sense that let's check all the euro pairs. Like let's for example, euro GP we already know. Euro NCD also should be a sell because euro weak, New Zealand strong. See, you can, though it's a candlestick is very small, but overall trend is indicating that market should test this level, right? So overall it's indicating for a sell only. If we check euro CAD, so we haven't checked USD CAD. First let's check USD CAD to see. So dollar USD CAD has a spinning top, okay, which means a complete indecision in the market. And if you notice the level which it is in just now, this one acts as a support. If you zoom out everything, right? And if you check it, this level again acts as a support area, right? So this one was the rest, I mean resistance turned into support. So what I'm trying to show is it's been consolidating. If you check the daily chart, see the consolidation is happening. So market is best thing to do in such a situation is just sell at the resistance and buy at the support. So that's what you can do. So this is what market is moving in a range. So you can connect with this point, right? So once it reaches here, you can buy and target till here. And once it reaches here, you can sell and do that. So USD CAD, because if you notice, oil is not moving. Oil is being sideways from like days together when we checked oil. So that's why CAD also does not have a momentum, right? So USD CAD looks very sideways. So Euro CAD as Euro still looks weaker. So okay, but again Canadian dollar. So here if you notice, market has been alternate. Can you see? One bullish, one bearish, again one bullish, one bearish. It's a very strong consolidation, you can say, is happening, right? So again, next candle seeing this alternate analysis and market is at the resistance, you can expect it to be on the sell side, right? This is going up, though the candlestick is bullish, but none of the candlesticks are sticking out, right? So they don't have that much relevance. So here support resistance plays a major role. Market is reaching the resistance, so you can expect the market to fall down till this level. And then again, once it reaches the support, you can expect it to go up. So Canadian dollar, again, everywhere, you can see it's more of sideways movement. It needs some momentum. So overall, euro looks slightly on the sell side. In between euro AUD, there's no movement at all. So if you see last week, the momentum was not there. That's why we don't have proper weekly candlesticks. So all you have to do is you have to try to understand the overall trade setup. In the sense, what the market is, you can draw it like this, and you can also draw it like this. So basically, a resistance turned into support, and here market is currently at the support. So you can expect the market to go up. But another situation is, what if market comes down and take this as a support and go up? So this week, I would suggest that just go with the daily closings. Check the market is at the support or at the resistance, and what you can do is buy at the support and sell at the resistance. Like for example, currently in the daily time frame, you can notice this is at a good resistance, right? This moving average, yellow 200 exponential moving average, has been acting as a good resistance. So you can sell and you can target till the next support. See how the market has been moving. It's completely flat, right? That's why we cannot see much of momentum happening, because a lot of momentum have been happening from some time. So that's why market currently is very flat. So you would have to wait for some momentum to pick up, and generally this market does not remain flat for a long period of time. So definitely you would see some momentum coming soon, right? So just be on the right side of the direction. So that's about I think the major pairs. Yeah, we have to discuss USD JPY. So USD JPY, again, I'll move back to the weekly time frame. Okay. And weekly time frame, if you notice that market again, it's more like it's been in on a range, right? If I open the daily time frame, it would be more clear. See, it's been on a range currently. And so again, just go with the sell at the resistance and buy at the support concept. And this moving average, if you notice, from almost 2 3 weeks, it has been acting as a resistance. So once market reaches there, look to sell. Okay. So basically, JPY is also looking strong. Dollar is strong, but JPY is looking a little more stronger than dollar. So and dollar currently is not strong. Dollar is expected to be strong. Like it is expected to come down till here and then pick up the momentum. So that's why USD JPY is also indicating for a sell currently. And USD CHF, see, it has been falling down, but if you notice, it has reached a support. It is exactly like Euro USD. If you see, Euro USD has reached a resistance. So this one you can see. I'll remove this one. Yeah. So this one, if you notice, it has reached the support area. So market is expected to go up here, right? Basically, dollar strong and CHF weak. Euro, CHF, and AUD are looking on the sell side. And if you notice, Canadian dollar is completely indecisive depending on the momentum, as in when oil gains momentum breaks out on either of the side. Accordingly, you would have to take a call for CAD. If oil breaks out on the upside, then bullish, CAD will become bullish. If it can respect 61.8% resistance, then CAD will be bearish. So CAD is completely indecisive. And dollar currently is falling down, but I would be bullish for this week. I've already explained why, because it is at a very strong support. It's nearing to the very strong support. So I would prefer to be on the buy side. And JPY looks bullish comparatively. Okay. And apart from that, GBP and New Zealand are also looking more on the stronger side. So that's my analysis for this week. I'm not prioritizing it because there's not much momentum. So which is stronger than what currency? It does not make sense this week because there's not much momentum in the market. Once it picks up the momentum, then you would understand which currency is having more momentum or less momentum that way. So you can just categorize. I'll repeat again. On the sell side, on the weak side, it looks like that we have Euro, we have AUD, and Canadian dollar is indecisive again, and we have CHF. These three currencies are on the sell side, and on the buy side, we have dollar. Basically, currently it's not bullish, but it is expected again to be we are on the bullish side of dollar, expecting it to gain momentum. And we have GBP bullish, buying more, I mean, showing more of a strength. And then we have New Zealand, which is again showing more of on the buying side, and JPY. So these will be four currencies which looks to be on the stronger side. So that's my analysis for this week. I hope you guys are not getting confused. If any queries, see these analysis you will get only after experience and only after watching as many videos as you can. So keep following that. If any questions, any queries, please post it on the comment box. I will try to clear it on my next video. Thank you guys. Have a good trading week.